Hey everyone, this is Karen Waxman, founder of Retail MBA. Today we're going to be talking about selling to Ashley Furniture. If you have a great product, perfect for their stores or their website, this training will give you some things to think about in regards to selling to them. With that said, let's get started on today's training. So let's talk about selling your furniture products in stores. If you have a great furniture product, you're dealing with stuff that's a little different than other product categories. And I want to give you some quick tips and strategies to help you think that through. So furniture is bulky and sometimes requires assembly. The good news for you guys is a lot of times your packaging isn't as beautiful because it doesn't have to be. A lot of times you guys are in cardboard boxes and so forth. So when you're thinking about packaging for these different stores, walk the stores that you want to sell to, look at their furniture, look at your competitors' way of producing packaging, look at the size and shape, and make sure that you're in alignment there. Some retailers might really require pretty packaging and you haven't done it yet. So you want to look at that. That does come up for furniture. Also, how they present the product would require you maybe to have some samples to give them, but also the size of it all and so forth, how you're assembling it. All those things will come into play when you're talking to the buyer. So again, you got to do your recon work, walking around, making sure that your stuff isn't too big, too small, doesn't not have the appropriate information on the containment that it's in. Sometimes furniture doesn't need anything at all except for the product in a box, and that's awesome. But a lot of times it depends on the retailer that you're focused on. Another thing about furniture is you're dealing with a lot of heaviness, and so in terms of shipping and stuff like that. So when that happens, retailers sometimes work deals with you based on who's shipping the product. Sometimes it's more drop ship because of that, or they work a deal where maybe they're covering the shipping, or sometimes you have to cover the shipping costs. So you need to know your numbers in regards to what it would be like if it was a drop ship scenario, meaning like they'll give you the place and you have to ship it yourself, versus actually working with them, and then you can choose whether or not in that deal are they paying for shipping or not. And that will come up. A lot of times these retailers have really great deals with their shipping companies. And so maybe you can weasel that in the conversation, but also find out in advance what the cost is for shipping, so that when you're having that discussion, you can say, I can get the price for this, but if you cover shipping, that would help you out a lot. The last thing is that a lot of times furniture now are being sold online and delivered. And so you do need a mechanism to be able to withstand that. There's third-party logistics companies that can help you. Look around for one that is used to your type of product. Have it as a solution, because that will come up. And that's where the drop shipping and all that stuff can come into play, because maybe the retailer doesn't have enough room in their stores to put your product in there. And so that will be supportive for you to know in advance that they might just start you out online just to see if it sells, and or they're having less and less ability to have inventory at the actual store. So it depends on the retailer and what you're trying to do. But ultimately, getting those numbers as well would help you figure out how much it'll cost per product to ship out, and who that could help you with that. And so those are things to maybe do your research in advance before you communicate with buyers. Anyways, I hope that provided value for you. If you want to learn how to approach, pitch, and sell to furniture retailers, please take a look at what we do at retailmba.com. We are a retail consultancy, a rep agency. We are here to help you. Karen Waksman, Retail MBA. Thanks so much.